Hey guys, it's Cassidy. I'm sorry for my appearance at the moment. Not feeling the best, honestly. But anywho, um, if you see me wincing at all in this video, is because I have a medical thing. I'll get into that later. Maybe I've been thinking about making a video on it, and I tried to make it 4 times. Doesn't work so far. Anyway, this is a really short video to update you guys on a few things going on in my life right now. I will not be uploading as much as I'd like to. I would love to be making a video every day, but 3 reasons. I'm not that entertaining. I'm not that interesting, and I'm just not that cool. But I just got a part-time job at a trampoline park by my house. I just started my first year of high school. I survived the first day. And sorry, I'm messing my hair. I'm really tired. I've gotten on a weird sleep schedule, so yeah. But I wanted to let you guys know that I need to check with my friends' parents, grandparents, to make sure they're okay with me doing it and they're not uncomfortable. But I'm going to a concert, an all-time low concert tomorrow, and signing where I get to meet them, and I'd really like to film it if I'm allowed. So that'd be really cool. That was great. I had more footage from my last video in Rhode Island, but I didn't, honestly, by the time I got home, I was too tired to do anything or be alive. So I kind of just fell asleep, and that was that. But yeah, I don't know what to say. But I guess since I said make another video of this, I will do it now then. Let's just get comfy here then. Okay, so my medical issue. Great. It's not really, I'm not sure what it is. I went to a doctor and they confirmed what we thought. And then we went to another one and he was like, no. So, I'm confused. 4 years ago, I got hit in the ribs with a hockey stick by my friend who's a hockey player. Great. And she's really sorry. Like, whenever I bring it up, she, feels horrible. But, I got hit with a hockey stick. And at first it was like, oh, it's a bruise. I'll live. It's okay. And then stuff didn't start happening for about a year when I realized that whenever I ran or did stuff, I'd be in pain, in my, let's see if I try this, right about here, my last few ribs, on my left side, and sometimes my right occasionally. I'd be in a lot of pain, if I was jumping on the trampoline too much, or if I was running, which I used to run track and play soccer, and anything like that, really. Like, today, I went skateboarding, and I was in pain. I'm still in pain. But I went to a bunch of doctors. I got MRIs and x-rays and CAT scans, and any test you could think of was done. And nothing showed up until they did this thing called the hooking maneuver, where the doctor puts their hand underneath your ribs and pulls up and back. And basically, if it hurts and induces the same pain, it's most likely caused by a condition called slipped rib syndrome, which is apparently very rare, because whenever I ask a doctor about it, they're like, oh, I have no idea. So we figured out that I could either do physical therapy or surgery. And I love to be active. I am one of those kids that if I was able to play soccer, I'd be out doing it. If I was able to run track, I'd be out doing runs every day. But I can't. So I did physical therapy for about 4 months, and if anything, it got worse. So I started talking to a pediatrician about a surgery, and my best friend and I went with my parents to Portland, and how far is that away? 3 hours, 3.5 hours. And we got there, and apparently this guy who we were meeting was supposed to be a specialist with my kind of problem. not pediatric surgeon. I don't know what it's called, but like a special surgeon. And we get there, and he walks into the room and goes, "To be honest, I have no idea what this is. I looked it up online." So I was instantly like, "I'm not going to let you go inside my body if you looked it up online." Really? I'm not letting him cut me open if he doesn't medically know what it is. So that already kind of made me really annoyed. And then my mom started getting annoyed. And so he did the exact same procedure that my the pediatrician I went to before did to diagnose me with the thing. And he went by the same thing. If it induces pain, then it's the same thing. But I was sitting there like biting my lip and like in so much pain I wanted to scream. Because he wasn't just pulling on my ribs, he was like pulling back and forth and playing with my ribs. And I was in so much pain, I really, really wanted to scream and push his hand away, but I wasn't going to. So I was just laying there like he could see my face. He looks at my parents and goes, "That's not what it is." I'm like, I was so mad. I was done with them. And I did not want to be there anymore. So, my mom at that moment, she was like, she told me, she was basically thinking like, "You don't know what you're talking about. Like, what is this?" So my dad said like, "Oh, like, does anybody else in this building do it?" Because they were all supposed to be specialists with my thing. And he was supposed to be the head surgeon. And he goes, "No, nobody else has ever done it." And my dad started talking about how when we went to the pediatrician, both my mom, my dad, and I were there. And we saw the pediatrician look up online of specialists, or just people who did the surgery that I'm looking for. What is it called? I don't remember what it's called. A theatrical surgeon, maybe? I think. I'm probably getting that right. I'm probably getting that right. I'm probably getting that wrong. But we saw him look it up, and he asked, like, "Would you rather go to Portland or Boston?" So my dad's like, "Portland, it's closer to us. Boston's like 6 hours." Like, no. And especially if we'd have to go there several times. And so he looked it up, and he said, "Oh, there are all these people at the same place. Who would you like to see?" And my dad said, "The specialist there." And we got set up with this appointment. We went there, and like I said, all this happened. And then the doctor said, my dad explained that whole like, "Oh, he looked it up." And the specialist says, "I don't think that happened," calling my dad a liar. Like, I've been going through this for 3 years. Can you give me some answers? And I am honestly really kind of mad at this whole situation. I just want it to be over. So over a month ago, I was supposed to have a surgery and be in the hospital for 3 days to fix what was wrong with me. So I can do gym, phys ed, whatever, phys ed, soccer, and run track by next year. And my sophomore year. And at this rate, I'm not going to be able to do it. And I'm really annoyed by people. Like, I got kind of annoyed with my dad today because it was a long fight between us. And I did what I used to. And I, grabbed my skateboard and went for a ride. And I got back. And I have ice next to me. My ribs have those Ace wraps around them. And I had, the stress relief stuff. And I had to do all of that. And ibuprofen, and I'm still in, a lot of pain. I have woken up on days where I can't move, and it's horrible. At first, I thought I had, something wrong with my heart and stuff. But, that was ruled out, so I'm so confused. So now I have to go to a sports specialist to do all kinds of stuff. And I'm sorry I'm ranting, but I'm just really annoyed. I didn't realize how annoyed I was till now. Not to mention, I'm not sure if I should be saying this, but my uncle right now just had to have a CAT scan. I'm sorry, this whole video is just going to be me ranting about medical stuff. Shut up, phone. I don't care that you're at 20%. my uncle just had to go in for a CAT scan today. And not, when was it? Was it today or yesterday? Yesterday, sorry. Wait, today's Friday. Yeah, yesterday. He had to go in for a CAT scan because he has a tumor in his chest, upper chest, throat area. And I was very sad because he has a tumor, like I said, and we're seeing if it's benign or not, and so if it's cancerous or not. And I went to school Thursday, my first day, and we did this game of Would You Rather, and one of it was, would you rather be a famous actress or cure cancer? And I did not hear the cure cancer because everyone was like talking really loudly. So I was thinking, oh, like I thought it was like famous something else. So I was like, oh, I love acting. I'll be an actress. And then, so it was me and the same girl who hit me in the ribs, Madison. And just on that side, and everyone was yelling at us, like, how can you not save people's lives? And then I realized what the question was. And then, like, the tears were coming. And I was like, I wasn't crying, but I had the tears in my eyes. I was just sitting there like, why is everyone yelling at me? Like, you have no idea. And both my grandmother was a cancer survivor. My grandmother was a cancer survivor, and then she died. My grandfather died of cancer. My other grandfather died of cancer. My other grandmother, I believe, died of cancer. They have all died and had cancer at some point. My uncle died of, I think, cancer. My other uncle might have cancer. Like, I have bad luck with people and cancer and sad face. I don't know what this is. Sorry, this is like a rant of stuff, guys. I'm sorry. One other medical thing I'm going to mention. I'm sorry for this, but this is just me getting stuff off my chest and stuffs. Off my chestises. My mother had, my grandmother actually, had cataracts. That started. Gave it to my mom. My mom is legally blind because she has like 120 or 160 out of 20 vision, I think, is her last test. So she's legally blind and not allowed to drive. She's not blind. She can see. But apparently they predicted that some point in her life she's going to be blind. And she is. How old is my mom? 47. 48? 47. 47 or 48. So she's technically retired. And so is my dad. Because he's 59. And then I have astigmatism, glaucoma, and cataracts. Well, I had cataracts. So I have medication to control my glaucoma. Okay, that was an accident. And glasses to help my astigmatism. That's what these are for, because without them, I'm pretty blind. But I also wear contacts underneath the glasses. So that's great. But yeah, I was blind when I was born, and I had my first surgery when I was 6 weeks old, I believe, and it's on my left eye, and my second one was when I was 8 weeks old, I believe. I'm going to get extremely uncomfortably close to this camera, and I might cut this out. So yeah, but I don't know if you can see that at all. If I look over here, I have a black dot on both of my eyeballs. Eyeballs, that's a funny word. From parts of my eye that have basically been taken out. And everyone thinks I'm weird when I point that out. Like in elementary school, I was called bug eyes because my other glasses, they were so thick they like made my eyes huge. So yeah, I try and keep my skin clear because it draws away from the glasses, I guess. But yeah, I'm sorry this has been kind of like a weird ranting video, but nuts. Yeah, anyway, I kind of want to do something else for my outro, and I don't know what to do. This is Cassidy from the future, editing this video. Stop repeating yourself. Me. I need to stop repeating myself. I'm realizing I do it all the time, and I'm kind of mad at myself for it. Like, Anyway, sorry. Okay, like my hat? Thanks. Bye.